Alright, so I had to run to the store, run over to Target and get a new SD card because I run out of memory on my phone. While I was gone, William has been busy. Looks like he's got everything wired up except for the most negative battery cable, which we're going to show you the whole crimping process, stripping and crimping process for at least one lug. He's got the most positive wired to the battery, and we have yet or excuse me, he doesn't have it wired. We've got it cut and crimped and heat shrunk, and so we're gonna show you how we do the crimping and stripping, and then we'll. Next step is the fun part, doing a motor test. Exciting. So, William, show us how it's done.
So I already kind of got the knife and how I'm doing, since we don't have a stripper that's big enough, taking the knife and kind of just going at it, kind of like I said earlier, going at it like a spear. You know, you're carving a spear out of wood, but just don't go too far that you cut. If you cut a little bit of these wires, it's okay, but you don't want to do it excessively, you know. So as soon as you do that, you can just kind of cut all the way around, right?
And we've been, I didn't measure with the tape or anything, but I kind of, a thumb width for the amount that we're stripping off seems to work for these size of lugs.
I've also just done it so much I can just kind of eyeball it.
Yeah.
See, look, it should be almost a perfect fit. This might have been the most even cut all around that I've ever done with these.
Well, you've had the most practice that you're probably ever going to have, or at least for a while.
Just trying to get every one of these small little things inside of it. It's a lot harder than you think because they're so tiny. Oh man. Depending on how long this takes, I might just have to speed it up.
Take it, William, and twist it like this. And pull on it away from the cable as you're doing it, and that should help. There we go.
We got one straggler.
That's all right.
Pull it off.
I bought more than enough. I bought more than thick enough cable. We're not going to miss one strand.
Just doesn't want to come off, does it? Iron cuts iron. Let's make sure it's turned the right way. So now it's like that. We're gonna grab.
It's more iron cuts copper in 10, but yeah.
Iron can cut iron. But
Can.
we grab our hydraulic crimper and we just start.
We ended up using a different size die than was recommended. The size die that is recommended for our diameter cable did not sufficiently crimp down on it. You were able to pull it off without a whole lot of force, just pulling on it. So we went down to the 50 millimeter die, and then we just kind of monitor how far we close it down.
That's you're not pulling this off.
It's not coming off, and
especially
didn't damage anything.
As soon as we add this, the heat shrink, it shouldn't be coming off anytime soon.
You can do this with a lighter, but this is more fun, and I think our fingertips will feel better afterwards, less cooked.
You're using energy instead of fuel. Well, you're using electricity because fuel just has
I just didn't relish the thought of burning my thumb 30 different times for each time we do this heat shrink tubing. And
I mean, I've done it before. I used to weave paracord and still do sometimes.
William, show me that that heat shrink to end. Stop moving it. Thank you. Perfect. All right. Never done this before, so we're just trying to figure out. We think that looks good. Now we got the 3-to-1 heat shrink tube, so we can put the lugs on and then slide the heat shrink tube right over it. If you get the 2-to-1, you may need to put that on your cable and then attach the lugs and then slide it forward to cover the lugs, but we don't have to do that this time. It's getting hot in here. All right. Excellent job, William.
What do you say we hook these up?
We're going to take a little break.
I don't want to take a break.
We're not going to take a break. We're going to take a break from videoing. We're still going to be working. We are going to... Did you hear that? He said he doesn't want to take a break. We're going to get the throttle wired up and everything. And then we will video also we'll get set up to video the connecting of the last 2 cables and the test run of the motor. Exciting stuff. Can't hardly wait.
Don't say yeehaw.
Yeehaw! That's what parents are for. All right, we'll see you all in a little bit.